Hey y'all, I am back, I am back. And today we're going to start our series of depression. We're just going to talk about it till we discuss everything we want to talk about. You can always put your ideas in the comments and let me know what you want to talk about on this subject. I talk about everything that dealing with my life, and this is one of the things dealing with my life. So let's get right on into it. So, the word depression can have different meanings depending on the context. A mental disorder that causes persistent sadness and loss of interest. A low and sunken area. Now, it's levels to depression. The lowest one is, example, you lost your job. You may be stuck in the depression for a couple of days. Then you get up, find you another job or whatever, and you out of it. Boom. Nothing said, nothing done. Just continue on with life. Some people just that quick bounce back. Then on the extreme part is a person who can't get out of bed. Excuse me. Who can't take care of themselves or their children. Who can't find a positive anything. That's the extreme. So you want to stay in between those two. You want to have the lowest at all time, actually. That's where I'm at. I want to have the lowest at all times. Because initially, in my mind, in my opinion, I can't speak for nobody else. But once you get it, it never totally goes away. You know, it can stay in you and be silent. You know, don't act up. But once you get it, it's always there. So, in my situation, and only my situation, I've had high spouts of depression and on down. I'm not at the extreme, but I've been high where I don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to take a bath. I don't want to talk to my kids. I don't want to eat. I don't want to drink. Thoughts of the S word, which YouTube don't want us to talk about, but it's unaliving yourself. That's what I heard other YouTubers say. I've thought that before, but that is times where my stress level was so high. Didn't have nobody to talk to. Didn't even know that I was going through something. I just felt low. You know, that's why I always say everybody needs somebody they can trust, they can talk to, they can vent to, they can ask for help. Everybody needs somebody, so we can't push everybody away from us. And with depression, you tend to. You really do. You tend to push everyone away until you get either you stay alone and you stay in your house, don't know nothing, and you just no one wants you around, or you decide enough is enough. I'm gonna get some help, and then I be around the people I want to be around. That's me. I decided because I was pushing everybody away. I didn't want nobody to know what I was going through. Didn't know what I was going through, or I couldn't trust the people that was around me, so I pushed their ass away too. But now my block hand is strong, baby. In the first 5 minutes, I know if I want to be around you or not. It's a fact. It's happened to me so many times. Like, I don't want to be around them people, and I usually don't. Sometimes, and it's very rare with me, but my first impression sometimes is wrong because I don't give them a chance. Sometimes you do need more time to figure someone out. It's very rare for me, but it is a fact that I've been wrong about a person. So, you have to fill it out, see what works for you, and let yourself, once you get to a point, this is going to be just like washing your body. It's normal, it's a routine. brushing your teeth. You know, when you get up in the morning, most of y'all, you know, we go in the bathroom, we use the bathroom, we wash our face, we brush our teeth. That's normal for some of us. So once you get to a point of healing, it's going to become normal that you're going to realize, you know, if I want to be around this person or not. For me, now, I can be around anybody. Tomorrow, though, I may not be around them persons ever again. But right today, I could be around them. And I'm going to be filling them out the whole damn time. But it's not something that I have to work at. It's something that I'm naturally going to do. It's nothing I can do about it. It's naturally going to happen. I'm going to be sizing you up as soon as I meet you. And the words that come out of your mouth, the way that you hold your hand, the way that you place your foot. If you touch me, if you try to be shady, if you, the way you look at me, your facial expressions, people's emotions of their body, all that comes into play with me. I'm going to be watching all of that. And then tomorrow I will make my decision. Now, when I was in the first stage of healing, I didn't want to be around nobody. Fuck all you motherfuckers. I didn't want to be around nobody. And I pushed everybody away. If I could push you away, I would. I didn't give a fuck. Because I was starting to heal myself. And say, if you know it or not, heal people. Give each other a chance. But hurt people. Hurt people. So, I knew that I was vulnerable. And so, I didn't want nobody to take advantage of me. Because that's been done to me all my life. So, I took control. And you got to get to a point where you take control. The only way to take control is you got to know there's something wrong. So I say the first step of getting through this is acknowledgement. Acknowledgement is important. If you don't know, you don't know. But once you do know, you got to take action. You got to do something. You have to make a change. Make a choice. You have to do that. Just a moment. I'm on video. So once you acknowledge it and you're ready to make a change or a choice, this is the time where you will find someone in your circle. Whatever person you feel you go to, go let them know. You have to let someone know you can't deal with this by yourself. Once you let that person know, whether they keep it to themselves or not, that is the person that you chose to tell. So I would tell somebody where you know that it's not going to be the focus point of everybody's conversation. Because you don't really want nobody to try to use that against you. So choose wisely. The next step you should do is you should find a support group. It doesn't have to be anything serious. It just could be women, men, people meeting at McDonald's or wherever. Or you can go to an actual support group in a confined area where everything's a safe zone and all that stuff. If that works for you, that works for you. It didn't work for me. So I didn't use that part. I had to use something untraditional. Because I'm an untraditional person, and I need to feel comfortable in my kind of environment. So I had to go to something unconventional. And you'll find it. If you're looking hard enough and you want it bad enough, you will find what fits for you. And if this place don't fit, go to the next place. And that's how you figure out, what works for you, how you feel comfortable. So I always think of the AA meetings, how they sit in a chair and they lay, hi, John, and he's up there talking and stuff. It always makes me laugh because I've been to some of those kinds of meetings before. In secrecy, though. Nobody knew I was going. How about that? I'm on the video. So you have to fill it out. Once you fill it out and you find somewhere to go, you have to go. You can't start it and then don't finish it. And I know it's so much harder than saying it, but you have to go and meet with the people. That's what they're there for. It doesn't matter what you're going through. It doesn't matter. They will help you through it. That's what they're there for. And most of the people in the group have been where you've been. They know how to get through some things. They will talk with you and give you some options because it is different ways to handle every situation. Sometimes, okay, let's keep it real. Sometimes you got to fight to get through a situation. And then other times, you don't even have to say a word. It's handled already. So you have to have somebody that's got a clear mind and the understanding. Now, let's not forget that. Clear mind and the understanding with someone to say, you know what, this is how I handled that situation. Or this is how I suggest you handle this situation. Or here's your options to handle this situation. Nothing is too hard. Nothing. I figured that out too. Nothing is too hard. If it's laid on your lap, you can deal with it. It's just how you deal with it that makes it be resolved. Because this is what you're looking forward to. You want to resolve everything that comes around you. That's my nature. I'm going to resolve everything that come around me. Don't care what it is. Don't care how it be. I'm going to resolve it. I'm going to come up with a plan. I'm going to write that shit down. I'm a journaler. You know, I journal everything. I write everything down. So I had to take off my shoes. So I'm going to come up with a plan. But it took me a while to get to this point. So now that you found somewhere to go, now that you found a place where you're comfortable, next thing I said you had to do is you had to go. Once you go and you get it into a routine. And for me, a routine is 5 days. In 5 days, if I did it, I'm going to continue to do it. For some other people, it may take longer than that. And then some people are just not going to take nothing nobody else says and they ain't going to go anyway. Which person are you? It's up to you. Then after you start going and you figured out that, you know, life is not that bad as you thought, it's going to take a while to get to that point, though. Once you get to that point, this is where it gets tricky. Because the people that wasn't supporting you, they see that you ain't dead. They see that you're doing good. They see that you, where they left you, you're not there no more. So those people are going to come back around. And it's up to you. Okay? It's up to you to let those people back into your life. Most of them do not deserve a second chance. Somebody is going to be worth a second chance. It's up to you to pick the right person. And I guarantee what I'm telling you because I went through it myself. Once you get to this point, it's tricky. Because you might make a mistake and let the wrong person in. Ain't not a problem. Block their ass again. Block them. Get them back out your life. That's all you got to do. If you pick the wrong person, block their ass back out your life. And you go to the person that you mistakenly didn't pick. Now, with this part, if you mistakenly pick the wrong person and you got to go over to the other person, you got to make sure you left the situation in a neutral place. I mean, you didn't cuss them out. You didn't disrespect them. You didn't do this. So try to leave all your situations in a neutral area where you let them off, you know, smoothly. You explain your situation to them before you just deaded them. You know what I'm saying? You got to do that. Because you don't know which bridge you might have to go back over. But me, myself personally, I went and bought a matchbook and struck that match and lit that motherfucking bridge on fire. It's some bridges I will never walk back over again. So I knew that, and I burnt them motherfuckers. Yeah, I burnt them because I don't want to walk past back over them again. And once you get to that point, it's all smooth sailing from there. But let's move back to where we were supposed to be. So once you get the right person that came back into your life and they're understanding and you can talk to them, you can choose what you're gonna say to them, everything. You have to remember they're there on a trial basis. So don't make the mistake I did. Especially if it's a man or woman, I don't know, whatever. But don't have a sexual relationship with them because they're there on a trial basis because you're vulnerable. You're gonna be vulnerable, so you don't want to make that mistake. Don't do it. Some mostly don't end well because you're in the healing stage. You're vulnerable. You want some attention. You want to be touched in the right way. Just remember they're there on a trial basis. You don't want to do anything like that. So what I did, once I figured out, oh, that's my problem, I started talking to people on the phone. I wouldn't talk to them in person. And that can be hard too. Because you have to find the time for you and that person to be able to sit on the phone and talk. Most of the time, it was easier for them to come on my house and we get a little drinky drink, smoke, watch a movie, Netflix and chill type of situation. That's not good for a person that's in healing stages. So you have to get them on the phone. Now, once you get them on the phone, you talk it out, whatever. Continue that, because you're now, after that, you're moving to the next stage, and the next stage is going back around the people you couldn't be around before. Now, for me, it was a huge milestone because first thing they did is look shocked to see me because I had changed. I had self-esteem. I was ready for the rumble. I was ready for it. Anything they came out their mouth for, I was ready for it. And you could tell on my face I was ready for it. I ain't died, baby. You left me bad, but I'm still here. And look at me and look at you. That's the type of situation I was on. I was on it. I was ready for all the smoke. So when you get to that point, you gotta remember, everybody ain't ready to fight you. Everybody don't even care about you. This is the first time they even thought about you. That's why they shot. So what do? You say hello. If they don't want to spark up a conversation, keep it pushing. Don't worry about it. Don't make something fit. Accept that you can't change it. If they want to talk to you, they get in touch with you. They see you still alive, then you're going to be on their mind. So once you get past this point, now is the point where you're going to start seeing them people more often. I don't know why this happens, but this is what it is. I've been through it so many times. You're going to start seeing that person, or they're going to get in contact with you. They're going to want to come Netflix and chill. Don't do it. It's easier said than done. You probably going to want it so bad. Don't do it. Let them talk to you at least 5 times before you put yourself in that position. Because most people just want to see what you about. You still about that bullshit, and you might see them that one time. And then if you give up the booty, you won't see them no more again. Then where you gonna go? Back to step 1. No, don't do it. Let them holler at you a couple times before you, even try to do anything. Just talk to them on the phone, or, they can send you a text. Tell them you're busy. Say hello. Right now I'm a little busy. Got some things going on, but I'm going to hit you back, when I have a little time. Let them know you're not waiting on nothing. It's time for you to wait on me. Wait for me to get them busy. And when you have time, if you want to holler at them, do that. If they don't holler back, don't worry about it. But do not jump at the first sign of attention. It may not be real. Most of the time, it's not real. I can't say all. Well, most of the time, it's not real. It's just to see where your head at, what's going on. If you even, really looking, been doing as good as you looking. They just want to see. So after you get past this point, this is the point where you got your hair looking good, you got your skin looking good, you got your clothes pressed, you're wearing clothes, not lounge material. You done leveled up a little bit if you got to this point. This is where it gets trickier because you're going to be feeling like everything's okay. You're going to slow up a little bit about going to your classes. You're going to loosen up the strings. You might allow a little bit more in your life. You got the little wiggle room. Don't do it. Keep going strong. Don't let anything go loose. Keep going strong. You might can't make as many meetings if you want, but you gotta make some. You gotta be talking to somebody at least. Just to keep your mind going straight. Because you want to get to a point where you don't need meetings, but you want them. You gotta get to a point where you don't need meetings, but you want them. You're used to them. You're comfortable. You're safe. Because for the rest of your life, you're going to need something to keep you afloat. A lot of people don't want to accept this part. It's the truth. So when you get to this point, you're going to be smiling. You're going to be doing good. Your ride going to be different. Your house going to be different. Your mind state, where your mind is at, the level your mind is at, it's all going to be different. So the people that you blocked or pushed away, they might not even be the people you want to be around no more. Because your mindset is not there no more. So now you're going to meet different people. And when you meet different people or new people or you level up, the way these people respect you more, you got to hold your own. That means you can't ask people for stuff. You cannot give out your stuff either though. You are not able to help nobody still. You still helping yourself. It is a part of healing. Don't think you're ready yet. You're not. You're not. You still can't. You cannot help nobody until you help yourself. It's the facts. So once you get past this point, okay, this is where you try to find you a date, whatever it is, because you done did some work. It might be somebody already right there in your pocket, or it might be somebody you meet new. I don't know, but you're vulnerable. So you want to protect yourself. You want to protect your heart. You want to protect your mind. So that means you got to get it and go. Don't spend the night. No breakfasts. No extended stays. You got to get it and go. Just being honest. You might go home and cry about it. You might go in your car and